Nerd Soul.
Lay ill kid at OneYoungsta, hold it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. It's nerd soul gaming, y'all. We up in here, give it some round of applause because I'm not by myself. I have the winningest player on DNF Duel PS side. I present to you. Open mind, what's up?
What's up? What's up, Nerd Soul family? Glad to be back.
Man, look, we got a little bit of news yesterday. You know what I'm saying? We got a little info. We got a little something from Capcom. How you feeling, man? How you feel about that Street Fighter 6 showcase?
As we speak, I'm sitting here playing with the demo now, man. Just mashing buttons, trying to get a feel of it. Cause you remember last time we spoke. Well, not last time we spoke. You were able to play the beta, and you got the chance to touch the game. Now I'm touching the game.
Yeah, so
I
and see
have
the
the
version
game.
the version of the game you're getting is way more crisp. Because mine was Comic Con last year, so that was like super early. So now the version you got is probably way more crisp than mine was, a little more polished, if you will.
Right,
Um,
right.
so before we get into the demo, you saw the showcase. How you feeling about the showcase? How you feel how you feel Capcom did? Do you think it's a worthy showcase?
I have no complaints. I think they pretty much let us know really what we gonna expect, and plus I'm playing the demo now, so I ain't really got nothing to complain about, man. Like I just need to play the game a little bit more. The demo doesn't do it justice because it's only giving you Ryu and Luke to play with, but I could say this real quick because everybody said the game is heavy and it's slow. It's Street Fighter with updated graphics, and it's a new system. But once you get through the tutorials and get your buttons right like you want them, I think we got ourselves a good game here, man. I think we next gen. Let's go.
All right, because I know you were on. I was talking to you when I said, "Man, I don't care nothing about no Street Fighter 6."
Right.
So I was like, "I don't want to hear that. Ain't nobody
Yep.
thinking about them."
Yeah. I remember.
I
I
like to
remember.
let everyone know that I have already copped the Ultimate Edition pre-order, um, because that showcase was on fire. Yo, man, look, I never thought we was gonna get Street Fighter and Shenmue in like the same game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
I'm up in there. I'm like, yo, so we got like a beat 'em up in this joint too. Like I don't even have to like play. I don't even have to play like the regular game. Like there's mad stuff I can do
Yeah.
outside of Capcom laid it all on the table, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They laid it out there. They laid their game down quite flat. And I'm excited. And I'm mad that we don't get the demo yet, but I understand why.
Yeah.
Because PC players don't know how to act, man. PC
Nah, they
players.
don't, bro. They digging in them files, messing with stuff, bro. And they gonna They would mess around and delay the June 2nd release and have they gave us a little data. I think we need to wait another month.
Man, it's like you can't like PC players. Look, I ain't even gonna say that I don't want y'all to do nothing. I ain't even gonna say that I want y'all to stop. I don't want y'all to listen to me because y'all ain't gonna listen to me anyway. I'll say this: Capcom, just heighten your security, and when you find people messing around with the game, just block them, ban them, block them, get them up out of here. Get rid of that IP address
Right.
and all that. Just get them out. Cause there's people still playing the crack beta right now. Like,
Right.
oh man, but all that aside, man, the game looks incredible, and even the extra modes like the extreme battle where
Mhm.
like you and I are fighting, but it's not really the life bar. It's more about the things that we complete. Like I have to complete 3 throws, and you have to complete like maybe 2 sweeps and stuff. Like all that stuff. Like I like that. I think that's cool. That throws a new wrinkle. I'd even like to see that come into play in a tournament setting. Now I know there's probably a whole bunch of people that would not like that, but I think that could be cool, man. Throw something different in there. Shake it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play that a lot. I want to play that a whole lot, and then also just running around the city and the other locations, fighting the Mad Gear people in like a Shenmue type of way. Or like Yakuza or whatever, what I'm saying? Out there just living my Street Fighter life. You know what I'm saying? Being a real Street Fighter. Oh man, but this like showcase and everything that we're getting, this looks like a game. Coop from Blurty said it yesterday. This looks like a game they expecting to last like another 10 years or something. Like they putting a lot in this.
Yeah, they got it looked like it has everything you need for just to have something to do, even if like you're not really super good at Street Fighter, right? Like the World Tour mode.
Yeah, because everybody's not going to be Daigo and Justin Wong.
Even Daigo and Justin Wong ain't gonna be Daigo and Justin Wong. It's gonna take them at least a year to really master this game. Man, I ain't even say master, just to get a decent like feel of what they gonna deal with. You know what I'm saying? And I say the thing that ain't nobody talking about with World Tour mode, and I guess it's because everybody got lost in the hype. I meant not World Tour mode. I meant to say Battle Hub. When you go into like the little arcade and you sit in front of an arcade to play somebody, that's kind of what ranked mode's gonna look like. Or at least maybe not ranked, but just lobbies, period. And then you'll choose rank or custom. But those little arcade cabinets are gonna have a set of games that you can play, and they'll rotate them out every week. So Street Fighter 6 is gonna come with all of the Street Fighters from Street Fighter 1, maybe Street Fighter 2. I could be wrong about Street Fighter 1, but definitely Street Fighter 2 all the way up to Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter 3. And then all other Capcom games like Captain Commando, Knights of the Round, like any type of Capcom. It's either a Capcom beat 'em up or a Capcom fighting game that's going to be on the arcade cabinets. So, and
because I saw like one of the Street Fighter Alpha logos, and then there was like another. I think I saw the Final Fight logo on one of the arcade cabinets. So,
but I saw actual gameplay of it. Which you just said, those two games, and not today or yesterday. I mean, a lot of people missed this back when they was doing the little alpha test. They showed where they confirmed where they didn't say this little part as set in stone, but what I mean by rotating them out, I don't know how they're gonna implement all these extra little mini games you're going to be able to play. They're going to be full games. They're going to be full games where you can just every time every now and then I'll catch you playing Streets of Rage and you'll go through a run through. I don't know if they'll have them permanent or they can rotate them out. But what I'm saying is, for the people who've always had that nostalgia, remember, you want to play Street Fighter 2, you want to play some Captain Commando, you want to play some Final Fight. You're going to be able to do all of that on Street Fighter 6. You don't want to go on ranked.
I wonder if they'll allow like co-op play. Like if someone could sit on the arcade beside you and
yes, that's the part I was getting to.
Oh, so word. Okay.
As long as y'all sitting in front of the same cabinet, like there's going to be co-op. There's going to be tag battle, but it's not going to be tag battle where you control the character. It's called team battle. But what's going to happen is this. It's going to play out just like King of Fighters, but with 2 people instead of 3. You'll pick your character, and they'll pick their character, right? If you lose, it's your teammate's turn. So you're going to go into a matchmaking system. You're going to get matched with a partner. Y'all going to pick y'all characters, and y'all two are going to verse other people. And it's going to be a ranked mode for this, too.
Wow. So you can go, hold up. So...
this was all in the showcase. People missed it because everybody was looking at the hype. There's gonna have a mode where a single player rank mode where you just focused on self, and you win, you lose, whatever. Then it's gonna have team battle where your team battle rank is gonna be separate from your individual rank, but it's still gonna be ranked nonetheless. So
Oh,
your
that's when
wins
they were
and
talking
losses
about the clans and stuff, right?
yeah, your wins and
Ah,
losses are gonna go against you, especially if you in a clan. They're gonna keep track of your wins and losses and your rank in that mode. They're gonna separate the ranks from modes. So you're gonna have your individual rank, whatever that looks like, and then if you choose the game, the team battle mode, where it's going your wins and losses are going to be depending on y'all teamwork, right? I don't know if you'll be able to tag in and out. I think it's like KOF where whoever's turn it is their turn until they die. But it's
wow.
still kind of a tag. It's still kind of a tag battle system where whoever goes first or second, once y'all both health bars completed, y'all both lost, so the other team wins. But they're gonna score y'all and give you rank rewards, rank titles, whatever you want to call it, for team battle. So I like that aspect, whereas that brings us together inadvertently. Now, of course, you're
Yep.
gonna get masked up with people that's probably suck, and y'all gonna lose, and you're gonna blame each other. I mean, it's your fault, man. Why you ain't finish that combo? Like I can see that happen, but
Ah,
I think it has some good upside to it because the
that's gonna be
FTC is
fun,
so
man.
toxic.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
The FTC is so toxic, but I'm definitely going, and it's gonna have crossplay off top, so you and I can team up, me and you
Yes.
versus the world, right?
Yo, man,
And if
don't
I
sleep.
so if you getting masked and you getting mollywopped, at least if you can get half this health bar down, and it's my turn, I come in and back us up. I ain't gonna win them all the time. We both might get like washed, but I think I like the fact that as long as we're online together, I don't have to play solo all the time and just by myself. I can reach out to you if you're not busy or any of my other friends, and we can, instead of fighting each
Word.
other all the time, we can team up us against the world, and it'll be
Well,
team battle. And go ahead.
that's what I'm talking. I'm just saying. Well, that is all I needed to hear. That you
Yeah.
know what that means. All right, I'm gonna make a concerted effort with Street Fighter 6. I was way late on 5, so
hmm
but like just like with Strive, I'm gonna make a concerted effort to actually find a character and learn it. Now they're not launching with Rashid, so I ain't gonna have to do rag when they start out, y'all. I ain't gonna have to do
But
rag.
you'll get them in August, like I said. What did I say the last time we talked about Street Fighter? I said we're gonna get our first DLC win
You
in
said
August.
August.
Now they didn't say August; they said summertime. I have to assume that summertime means August. The game comes out June 2nd. They're
Yeah,
not
and
going to
June
give
is
us a
already
DLC.
summer.
Yeah, they're not going to give us a DLC in June. They're probably going to let the game rock for 30 days, at least 40 days, because they got to tune Rashid up before they put him in there. Then they got to patch Rashid. So I think Rashid, even if he is due to come out in July, I think he's going to get pushed back to August just for touching up, last minute touch up purposes. Not touch up meaning his graphics, but touching up his balance, like balancing. I said the word. I shouldn't have said touch up. I should have said balance. They're gonna have to balance him before they release him, and I don't think he's ready right now. I don't think he'll be ready in June or July. But if slated to come out in July, I think that date gonna get pushed back because nothing is perfect, and you make plans and guys laugh. But even if it does come out in July, I was still half right because what I was saying was alluding to Tekken. Because I saw your video when you talked to Nightmare, you was like, man, I got a gut feeling that Tekken gonna be out by December.
I
That's what
do.
I'm saying. Like I know Harada is gonna let Street Fighter or Capcom rock the summer, and
Yeah,
then the next DLC after Rashid is autumn, which is probably like October or something.
that's right.
That
Give me that.
so
Give me
be,
my sheet, son. Give me
so
that do
so
rag. We gonna be
you'll
on.
have Rashid before Aki comes out. Aki comes out in autumn. But I think
Word.
in between Rashid and Aki, we're gonna get Tekken 8. Or right after Aki. Right? Aki will
Mm,
probably drop it. It's because they said autumn. Autumn is October. So you'll get Aki in October. And I think the next DLC ain't coming until January, which is
true. True.
Ed. We'll get Ed at the start of the year, and then
You know,
Akuma for spring.
real quick, talk about Ed. All right, so I gotta give a shout out to all my people out there that know the realness.
Yeah.
Capcom had the nerve to tweet out, prepare for your legendary fighters. And they had Rashid, Aki. We don't know Aki, so I can't speak on her name. But and they had Akuma. But then they also had Ed. Who said Ed was a legendary? Come on, y'all.
Nobody plays with Ed, man.
Look, I can rattle off at least 5 people I'd rather see besides Ed come in to Street Fighter 6. Like,
well, he is part of the
matter of fact, I'll rattle them off now, and I don't even think I play any of them. I'd like to see Makoto come back. I've always thought she was a cool character. I never played her, but I always thought she was a cool character. Elena, that's another character I'd like to see, just because I just think she looks cool. Like, I think Elena looks cool. I think, it's worth having.
Don't you think we need to leave room for new characters? It's Street Fighter 6. Even though we got
but Ed ain't new, so I figured if we gonna bring in an old character, at least be an old character that's cool.
I agree, but here's how I see it playing out after Akuma drops in spring next year, because he's the last of season 1. I think we're gonna get all of the Shadow Lows back except Bison. I think we're gonna get Balrog, we're gonna get Sagat, we're gonna get Vega, we're gonna get the 3 Kings. They're gonna be probably the first 3 DLC for season 2, and then, and I say Sagat, Balrog, Sagat, Balrog, and Vega. Now, here's a returning character that I think you may be overlooking: Dudley. Right? I think
Dudley is a character that I semi-liked in Third Strike. I can play Dudley.
The reason I say this
little bit
is because of archetype. You got your Shoto archetype, Ken and Ryu, and then of course Akuma. Right? Street Fighter is gonna have the Shotos no matter whether we like it or not.
Yeah, they gotta have them.
But Street Fighter also has character archetypes across the board, like the wrestler, the grappler. Okay, you got Manon, she's a grappler, and then you got E Honda's a grappler. And you got Zangief's a grappler. Right?
You got Marissa now.
Marissa, she's not a grappler though. She has a command grab, but she's not a grappler character.
Oh, okay.
She's the best the best way to categorize Marissa is like power character, like power hitting character. Like,
you mean kind of like Alex or something like that?
I would say leaning towards Alex, more towards Abigail. Marissa is more like an Abigail. Because Abigail has a command grab, but is Abigail really a grappler character? No, he's just like a powerful, strong, slow character. So Marissa is your powerhouse character. I wouldn't call her grappler. And the reason I say Dudley and Balrog is because that's 2 boxers, right? You got to have the power puncher and then the finesse puncher. I think Street Fighter 4 was great to have Dudley and Rob, but Street Fighter 5, the closest thing you got to Dudley was Ed, and Ed's not a good boxer. Ed's not even a boxer because he kicks.
Ed's not even a good character.
Right. So I think I just got like my gut feeling, just like your gut feeling about Tekken 8. I think we're gonna get Dudley probably, if not season 2, definitely season 3. It doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to come in season 2 or 3. But trust me, before the end of Street Fighter 6's life cycle, because look, you got Luke 7 years after Street Fighter 5 came out, 6 years. Maybe it was 7. But Luke was the last character to hit Street Fighter 5 before they stopped it. So even if Dudley don't come till 2 years from now, Dudley's gonna be in this game. I feel it because now that I finally touched the game, this game needs a Dudley to counter Balrog. Like Ken is to Ryu as Balrog is to Dudley. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be friends, but they're archetypes. Because all I'm speaking about is archetypes, not necessarily character relationships. The character archetype for this type of side-scrolling game, you got to have the archetypes, the ninjas. Now we got Kimberly already, but there should be another ninja type character. More than likely, it'll be your girl. What's her name? The girl ninja.
I can see her face, but I can't. I'll pull her up in a second. But keep going with your thought.
Ibuki. I can definitely see Ibuki in this game. I can definitely see Sakura in this game. I can see Sakura, a grown woman Sakura. If not Sakura, she don't have to be there. I don't necessarily want her myself, but it's just Street Fighter. If
Well,
Sakura
yeah,
doesn't
and
move,
if characters are growing up, I would like to see Sakura grown up, but with
well,
a.
she's grown up in Street Fighter Five. She's a grown woman. She's not a little girl in Street Fighter Five.
She still looks short to me though.
No,
Maybe she's just short.
Street Fighter Five Sakura is aged. They aged her. She's taller and she's got the grown woman face and everything. Like it depends on what costume you put on her, but Sakura in Street Fighter
Oh
Five
yeah.
is definitely an adult woman, not the little schoolgirl with the skirt on. Like you
All
can give
right,
her that
cool.
schoolgirl outfit, but her base outfit isn't schoolgirl. It's gi. She got the gi, and she looks like she's taller too. So you can tell she's aged a little bit. Street Fighter Five Sakura is aged, and then Ken and Ryu both they got beards. Both of them got beards.
Yeah, they
So
like
so
Ken
I
out
can
there looking
definitely
like he down on his luck.
and Chun Li an old lady. So at the end of the day, I can see a grown woman
I
Sakura
mean,
come.
she's not an old lady, but she
She
you know
don't
what
look
I'm saying?
old,
She's
but
seasoned.
she don't look old, but she is old.
Yeah.
So this is what it is.
But yeah, I
So
would like to see Sakura maybe with a slightly different move set. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
now,
maybe drop one move and add two different moves, something like that, to
I
kind of
got some good news
differentiate
for
her.
you. I got some good news for you.
All right.
Something I figured out. We talked about this way before you even got a chance to play the demo about what those modern controls would look like, and I was just speculating because I know what the modern controls look like on Street Fighter 5 and 4 and Tekken 7. But now that I've touched them, the modern controls feel like the NF duel. They're directional buttons with a special attack button. So you set the special attack button to whatever button you want, and then you can go to any direction, forward, down, or back. That is your directions to do the move. It's just you still sacrifice the button, but if you just don't want to do the input, you can do your dragon punch with a forward button, back button, or whatever, however you set it, and you can map your buttons. So for you, until you get used to inputting, if you even want to go that route, you can actually do this in ranked. And I heard that they say it's going to be legal in tournaments too, so it's going to be interesting to see if these pro players adopt the dynamic controls. You still have access to everything. I thought you would lose access, but since I've been playing with it, no, as long as you map the buttons right, you don't lose access to all of the game's mechanics like normal easy button controls do. When you usually when a game gives you easy controls, you lose access to certain game mechanics because you've sacrificed the button. Where you set it to an auto combo, whatever you do, oftentimes you lose access because normally game mechanics require you to manually input something. Where Street Fighter 6 gives you a little bit of edge. You can still, it's just that you're going to have to change your play style a little bit. But if it's just a thing of, I want to play with modern controls, I don't want to do a quarter circle forward to do a Hadouken, I don't want to do forward down forward, I don't want to charge back. I just imagine somebody doing modern controls with a charge character. A charge character where you normally have to hold back, where you could just press a button to do that move. Right? Like, seriously. This is going to change the game. I'm interested in this. I am anxious to see how charge characters are going to work with directional inputs to do the move instead of charging the move.
Good point.
I'm anxious to see
that might breathe life into a lot of charge characters.
Yes. I needed to play the game to see, because I've been speculating up until this point. The demo is pretty much what we got. Like playing the demo lets me know, all right, this is how this game's gonna play. Because I went to the controllers and I started mapping buttons just to see how it felt. I was like, oh my, it's got 3 different control styles. Classic, where you do everything manual. Dynamic, where you go in there and do the directional inputs, and then modern controls, which is where you set auto combos to certain buttons. Modern controls is for auto combos, maybe do a 3-hit combo and end it off with a special move, but one button does it. So you got to keep pressing the button until the combo finishes, and then it finishes off. So here's the thing. So just so I can explain it to you the best I can, if you do the auto combo thing, it'll do a couple of hits and it'll end it with a special move. If they're blocking that, you can stop pressing the button and you can feint them. Where I thought, because I hadn't played it yet, that you gotta press the button and the character just does the whole combo. No, what you do is you start the sequence with the button that you have set for auto. It'll start auto comboing as long as you mash in the button, but it'll stop comboing if you stop pressing the button.
Okay,
you
so
don't
you're
have
not
to always
stuck.
end your combo. You're not stuck
So it's like
with that
similar to
whole sequence.
like Fighters or Strive.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. The auto combo
Okay,
feature on
okay.
Street Fighter 6 allows you to, maybe you can do the first 3 hits of it and stop, because they're gonna expect you to, if like, everybody not gonna know you even playing with motor control.
Yeah,
But
you have no idea.
but after fighting you a couple of times, they're gonna, oh, this dude playing with motor controls. Like, you're not gonna know in the heat of battle until you're zeroed in, focused in. So if you're that person that masters the auto combo and always finishes with the special move all the time, everybody's gonna get hip to that, and they're gonna anticipate you to finish that so they can punish you. But the good thing is that you can stop your combo and not finish it off. You can maybe do the first 3 hits and use it as a poke.
Yeah, or like do the first 2, kind of give like a slight pause, and then go to a different auto combo, and then
But you only get 2 auto combos, right? So you only get to set 2 buttons to an auto combo. Everything else, because if you do that, you're gonna lose everything. So whatever auto combo you do, it's only gonna be that auto combo. So and it's gonna start off the same way. So it's up to you to just press the one button one time and get the first hit, and back off and just like a poke. So at least what I thought was going to happen is not happening, which is good. Like, if I got it set to an auto combo, I can hit the button one time and just do one attack. I don't have to finish 4. It's a 4-hit combo. It's got you defaulted to the Luke fighting style with your little character, but even Ryu, because they get you to play with Ryu too. Ryu does his solar plexus punch and ends it with all Yukin or Doken. Like, you could just do the solar plexus punch and then back up, or you can just do 1 hit of it instead of 2 hits, and you still have the jab feature or the one attack feature to just poke your opponent, back up, and kind of like, just like you jab it. So I like the control scheme, because 70% of fighting games is your controller mapping. Before you learn how to play the character you learn how to play, you need to map your buttons, and you can't map your buttons the same way as previous games.
Kind of like, so where what is, like, no different than, like, say for instance, if you're in construction, you know what I'm saying, like, you got to know where the hammer is, where the Phillips, you know what I'm saying, is, where the wrench is. So it's like, all right, well, I need to know where my low kick is, where my high kick is. I need to know where my throw is, so I can tech if I need to. I need to know where my parry is. So in the heat of battle, when it's like a millisecond or something, I can be like, oh, I can tech real quick if I need to.
Right. And that right there is gonna really, I love it, because it forces everybody who played Street Fighter V to start over from the beginning. People who got what I like to call legacy skill. Sorry for the background. The legacy skill will only carry over so much. You're still gonna have to learn how to play Street Fighter 6. And you're gonna have to figure out which button scheme is the best for the character you're using. Because, say for instance, it might not be a good idea to use dynamic buttons versus modern control with this character versus that character. Right? It's
kind of like choosing different V skills or whatever.
Yeah. And the good thing is, you get to, as you're selecting your character, right there at first screen or character select screen, before you finalize your pick, it lets you go to your preset buttons. Do you want classic buttons, dynamic buttons, or modern buttons? Because you may be playing with a character that's better suited for this type of button scheme or that type of button scheme. It's so customizable that I can't believe, I'm glad. I won't say I can't believe. I'm glad a developer has finally realized that the pros don't make the rules, the casual players don't make the rules, the complainers on Twitter don't make the rules. We're going to accommodate everybody.
everybody who got a gripe about, right?
Yeah.
Even
If,
you're gonna get what you need.
And I mean, I haven't seen anybody yet, but I'm sure if you're complaining about Street Fighter 6, there's nothing I can't help you. Because you can play arcade mode,
ain't nothing else.
You got the open world, you can be the super serious pro player. I can't help you no more. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else I can do for you.
I tell you this, I'm not going into Street Fighter 6 with the intent to be the best in the world, to get the highest rank, to get the most wins, to do nothing. I'm going into Street Fighter 6 with my white belt on to have some fun. Because I'm going to tell you this, man, it's going to be a lot of times where I'm not going to be in World Tour mode or even in rank mode. I'm going to that arcade cabinet to play me some Captain Commando, to play some Darkstalkers, to play some whatever little mini game I can play, because you're going to sit.
Because
I'm going to be streaming them joints.
I mean, there might not be infinite possibilities, but it's close, bro. You can fight in the Battle Hub. You can do the clan thing. You can play the old games. Like, bro, if you're complaining now, then there's nothing. Like, you should just give up gaming, because ain't nobody gonna make you happy.
Bro, they're gonna give us Street Fighter Third Strike. They're gonna give us Street Fighter Alphas 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna get Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Hyper. We're gonna get all of the old school Street Fighters, a couple of Darkstalker fighters. We're gonna get some Capcom games that we ain't played in a while, and you can just sit down in an arcade cabinet with your avatar and pull up on your screen and play as long as you want. You don't have to play Street Fighter 6, specifically Street Fighter 6. Like, it's so much to do, and I love that. That's why I said, man, I don't know how long I'm gonna be playing DNF Duel. Like, I'm still gonna play DNF Duel, but in between Street Fighter 6, because Street Fighter 6 is gonna take me at least a year to master. I'm gonna start off with Zangief June 2nd or June 3rd, but I'm probably not gonna end it with Zangief. I might not like Zangief how he feels. I like the way
because they ain't got Karin up in this joint. You
right, Karin ain't probably even gonna show up, and I don't think she's gonna make the roster, which she don't have to, because I don't need Karin. I might end up liking Manon. I might end up liking Marissa. I don't know who I might. It might be JP. I'm not.
That'll be my first bout with it. I'm gonna be just trying to figure out who I like, because
I might like DJ. I don't even know. So to say that I'm gonna main Zangief, even though that's what I've been screaming about on my Twitter, I might not. Like, I might just be playing with Zangief, but he is gonna be the first person that I go to the character trials with. Like, not just practice mode. Like as soon as I get the actual game, I'm gonna make another avatar, and just for World Tour mode. But I ain't gonna play it. I'm gonna jump straight to the character guide, and I'm gonna go do all the Zangief trials, as many as I can complete.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have a video just to make my character, because I got to get my character right. You know what I'm saying? I got to get. You know what I'm saying? First thing, I got to hold it down for bald-headed brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I ain't gonna put too much emphasis on my avatar, because that's not gonna be ranked. That's gonna be 100% no. Like, it's gonna be casual with the avatar fights, and I'll probably have some avatar fights for fun. But I'm not. I see right now, I'm not gonna take avatar fights seriously. I will go through World Tour mode on some Grand Theft Auto type stuff, just to run through the city and fight stuff and unlock whatever. Like, if it's just something you got to do in World Tour mode to unlock an outfit, but I'm not gonna put as much of my time into my avatar custom fighter as I will as the character I'm gonna be main.
And see, that's why Capcom is so great, because like, you won't. I probably will. I'm like, snap! They got the new boots, they got the new shoes, they got the new jackets. The thing is,
you get to customize their moves and give them, like, you'll have a character doing spinning power drives and shooting fireballs. Like, that's gonna be wacky. That's gonna be some crazy fights, bro. Like you're never gonna know who you fighting, because they might have a Dawson long arms with a Hadouken with imagine a Shoryuken, a person who can do Shoryukens but also got Dawson long arms. So they can hit you full screen with their long arms, and if you jump, they can do a dragon punch. You know what I'm saying? Like, the combination is gonna be endless, which means when you get into a fight with another human being that's ran through World Tour mode and mastered and met all the masters, whoever they mastered, whoever character that they mastering, they're gonna have a weird move set that you're not familiarized with. I don't want to waste too much of my time trying to guess this person's like build when I could just go to the have a rank match or whatever and fight the actual character. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna spend my time learning the matchups, and I'm not gonna learn matchups fighting custom people. But I will play custom games for fun. It's just not something I'm gonna take serious. There's always gonna be that try hard out there that's gonna be the best custom person. Like I got the most custom wins and an avatar win. That person's gonna exist. More power to you. It's speaking to you in the future. If you come back and see this video months from now, more power to you. I'm not hating, but I'm trying to learn the actual roster and get good like that. And when I do play my avatar, I ain't even gonna like sit there and create an avatar, a goofy avatar for everybody to laugh at. Like I might just create something basic that look like me with some dreads. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm gonna be trying to make somebody look mad sweet. So when I run around on some Yakuza or Shenmue type stuff, they're like, "Yo, man, this dude is serious. He for real."
I mean, yes, everybody, and that's the good thing about Street Fighter 6. Everybody's gonna have their own entry point to this game, and I think it's something for everybody. I think the people who complain are going to be the people who really just can't get good at the game. They just can't grasp it, so they're gonna trash it.
But I mean, you're gonna, because even if, like, say if you're not great at ranked or whatever, and like, but you can still play it as an action game where you're kind of on some like, because I mean that this game is gonna give you the ability to play retro stuff, play an action game, then play the like survival mode. I'm interested to see what their survival mode looks like. I hope it's something enhanced, similar to what I've said I wanted from a game in a long time. Like if it's survival, I don't want it to stop. I don't want to stop and do a new round. Just let the new person jump in and keep going.
Well, like what about the mode where the little bull is running at you, or
that's sweet too.
Like it's gonna be so much, and then they're gonna have. I don't know if it's gonna be ranked or not. Now that I don't know yet, but you're gonna be able to face another person in matchmaking with round one fight, and they got all this stuff on the screen, and y'all gotta fight each other with all this extra stuff on the screen, the weapons and stuff. Like I think Street Fighter 6 is gonna keep us all occupied to the point where, the tryhards and the content creators and the famous YouTuber gamers are gonna be putting out combo videos, right? That is just what they have to do to put content on. They pay. Those guys are gonna fight each other, but I probably are gonna be spending a lot of my time having fun with the mini games. If I ain't playing the retro stuff on an arcade, I'm definitely gonna jump in that mayhem mode with the items on the screen. I'm definitely gonna play like when you fighting the refrigerators and stuff. Like it's just so much to do in Street Fighter 6. The demo itself got a bunch of stuff you can do. So the game itself, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. And when Tekken 8 drops, those are the two games I'm gonna be bouncing back and forth from. When I get bored with Street Fighter 6, I'm gonna jump on Tekken 8 and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say goodbye to DNF Duel, but it's gonna collect some dust. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna be playing it as much.
Oh man. You know what? I'm not gonna go there. We're gonna have some fun. I wanna with that said, since you've been playing the demo, is there anything that's kind of like stood out to you as far as how it moves? The sounds that they were talking about in the showcase, have you started to cue in on those? Because I was watching shouts to, and I'm gonna say a shout out to this person. I was watching Shine, and I was watching Sonic Soul early today. I can't remember one of them. Yesterday or early today, and I can't remember which one it might have been. It was either Sonic or Shine, one of them. But they were talking about seeing like the white flash and also hearing like the sounds, and kind of like how it does seem like they worked harder to make these cues, I guess, noticeable.
Well, for me, I haven't played with that feature yet, And that's just because it's just so much going on the demo. Like it's so
Well,
many
yeah,
different
because
menus
of
and
course
stuff.
they were both in like training mode,
But
kind of hard.
I think something like that, once you begin to understand the system, could be definitely be useful because you can customize it to your own self. Like you can, whatever sound effects you set it up for you, whatever you need to do to get yourself better, hey, go for it. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I'm not gonna play with that stuff yet until I start understanding the game because it's too much all at once for me. Like I'm baby steps with it.
Even that training mode in like half speed, that's dope. Because
right, but
I
for me,
remember
I
that
don't
like
want to
even
do
when I
that.
was playing soccer, when I was playing basketball, we would run stuff at like, you know, like we would basically coach would be like walk speed and game speed. Like we would like literally walk up the court and be like, where are you standing? Where are you at now? Are you at where you're supposed to be? That kind of stuff. So like being able to do a combo at half speed and kind of figure it out and then play it back, you know, and or try it again at game speed, really, you know what I'm saying? Helps
Me,
you or should help you get
for
better.
me personally, I don't want to say this out of arrogance. I don't personally need something like that slowed up, sped up, slowed down.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Because for me, when I practice, I'm gonna practice the way I'm gonna do it, and that might actually mess my brain up, slowing it down, speeding it up. So if it's a
Mm.
combo trial on my screen that's telling me to press this button or that button, I'm gonna just do it at the game speed. I'm gonna practice it at the game speed, the default game speed, because that's gonna download it for my muscle memory for me. So when I go into a heat of battle, I was just in practice mode. You're doing this combo, so when I start the sequence up, punch, punch, kick, kick, whatever it is, I've already practiced it at game speed, so I'll be able to execute it at game speed. But
I get you. I get you.
it's not to discredit the option. If that helps people, I'm for it. Like I'm not
Yeah,
against it.
it's probably going to help me,
Yeah, I'm not
but like
against
you
it,
know,
but I'm probably not
you
going
want
to use
another
that
level.
feature because I look at it like this. I don't use frame data. When I go to practice mode, I don't set the frame data up to where I can see the frame data. I take everything off the screen and just show me the move. I don't even have that little sidebar with the where your inputs are. I take that off too because for me,
Yeah,
I like this. For me, it's a distraction. Other people, not so much.
yeah. Like now that
When I'm in practice mode, I just
I'm
want to see
similar
the
with that.
damage. I just want to see the damage output, the combo meter, like as it starts the combo counter, whatever you call it, count the hits for me. Let me see my hits. Let me see the damage I'm doing. And that's it. Like I don't need the frame data because I'm not studying frame data when I go to practice mode. I am feeling the character. I'm feeling the punch. I'm feeling the kick. I'm feeling the momentum. So that's how I download information for myself. And I've never been a frame data person. I'm number one with Hitman, number three Deity, and I still don't know the frame data for DNF Duel. Don't want to know it because when I say I don't know the frame data, that's a lie. I know the frame data, but not in the same context of numbers. It's more feeling for me. So it's the same information, but I'm not interpreting it with the numbers like -5 +6 +2 plus whatever on
Yeah,
block, negative on block. Like that's how people talk and that's how they understand frame data. The way I understand frame data is somebody's attacking me with an attack, right? I'm watching the character animation, I'm watching my character block, and I'm feeling for when I'm able to attack. Now I can't say in that moment when it's time to attack. I can just feel it on my controller. I'm fishing
hmm
for it. Matter of fact, like I'm blocking and I'm watching. I'm waiting for a break in the combo or a break or a mistake or a whiff. I'm watching it with my eye. The opponent that's attacking me, I'm watching everything they do. The things that I'm able to react to, I'm gonna react to it. So frame data for me is my reaction to whatever you're doing. It's still frame data. It's just that it's not numbers for me. It's not downloading in my head as +2, +5, negative, whatever. It's downloading for me as he just punched me and then he just reset to neutral. He just kicked me and he reset to neutral. He just jumped over me. He's about to kick me. He's about to cross me up. Let me block. Let me forward dash. Like all this stuff is happening in a split second. So for me, this isn't to discredit anybody who studies frame data, who listens to me talking. This is just how I understand or how I download information with fighting games. I don't need the frame data to get good or to understand what's happening. And just because I don't know the number frame data, -2, +5, whatever, doesn't mean I'm not aware of what's happening on screen. I just don't understand it or comprehend it in the form of numbers. I comprehend it in the form of action. That's just me. It's still frame data. It's just not. It's not understood with numbers. Whereas some people, like, they talk like this: 6B, 5A. You know, that's how they talk.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Because I have no idea what 6B or
right.
5A or 2A. I have no idea.
For me, I would just describe the move. When Luke does his uppercut, he comes down and he's stunned for a minute. But the way to say that in frame data is 6P or down A, whatever, however they say it in frame data terms, frame data lingo. I don't speak frame data lingo. I speak action lingo. It's the same exact action, but you're describing it in numbers. I'm describing the action that I see: the uppercut, the foot sweep, the punch, the kick, whatever it is. So sure. I'm not gonna. So when I go to practice mode, whoever I'm using, I first go to the combo trials, especially with Street Fighter. Now, every video game doesn't have a combo trial. Most of them do, but not all of them. First thing I do is go to the character's combo trials just to feel myself doing the combo. I don't have to memorize it. The screen's telling me what to do anyway. So I'm just kind of following along, pressing the buttons that the screen's telling me to press. As I press these buttons, my mind is downloading the combo. So I don't have it memorized, but I'm probably going to fail at the combo a couple of times. Not going to get it right the first time. And the repetition of me doing that combo trial and finally getting a success so I can go to the next one. Now, okay, I remember I did this, blah, 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 blah with the character. So I might not remember all 20 of the combo trials, but about 5 of them joints I'm going to use in heat of battle. That's just, and then as I go into the heat of battle with this particular character that I want to try out, I'll take my L's or whatever. I'm slowly learning the character in the heat of battle because beating up on a training dummy is only going to give you so much practice. You got to get into a fight. You got to fight somebody. If you don't want to affect your rank, go to a casual fight. You know, you got to fight a real human that's not the computer, because the human is not going to behave like the computer.
No, not at all.
The human is going to behave unpredictably. You don't know what they're going to do. They'll eventually get repetitious. They'll eventually start to repeat stuff. But until you get to know this person you're fighting, you don't really know what they're going to do. So that's the best practice is to fight. The human is also going to adapt in different ways. Yes, you can't adapt beating up on a training dummy. You're the attacker. The training dummy is just letting you beat up on. If you fight a real human, that little combo you've been practicing ain't gonna always land. They're gonna block that joint. They're gonna die. Yep. They're gonna.
And also, you're gonna be running from. You're gonna be trying not to get hit for whatever they do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you can practice the combos that you may want to use, but the best practice is to get attacked and get some pressure put on you. How you gonna pull that combo off now that I got this pressure on you? Like, you gotta practice hit confirming. As simple as that statement is, a lot of people don't get it. Practice hit confirming, not doing a combo. Hit confirming, meaning in the heat of battle, you know how you accidentally land a hit that you didn't know was going to land? You just hit a button and they hit, but you don't follow through.
And you're like, oh snap! I didn't expect that to hit.
Right, I didn't expect it to hit, and then you just missed an opportunity for some high damage, whatever. You gotta practice any fighting game, not just Street Fighter 6. You gotta practice hit confirming so that you can follow up with your next combo or your next move. If you get a hit, whether it's a counter hit or a stun, or if it's not none of those things, maybe you just got a clean hit. That clean hit can be followed up with another hit if you practice hit confirming, not just comboing all the time. The way to practice hit confirming is to get into a fight. Get into a fight, take your L, and practice hit confirming at opponent. Okay, I landed this hit in this moment. Next time I do it, I'm gonna follow up with a combo. And the moment's gonna present itself again because it's a fighting game. It's only so much y'all both can do with that character that moment's going to come back around because most humans, once they see something is working, they're going to keep doing that thing until you stop them. So you're going to get another opportunity to do that thing you accidentally did last round because they're going to try to steamroll you again. It's like, oh, this dude trash. I'm going to try the same combo on them because they keep getting hit by it. But the same combo thing that they're doing, that's your opportunity to do that hit confirm that you did, that you landed last round, now followed up with a nice damaging combo. And these things take time, maybe months for some people, weeks for some. That is how you actually get real practicing. Of course, go to practice mode and lab mode and practice your juggles and see what combo routes you can go. But your real practice is going to come with an actual fight. You can't sit in practice mode and lab forever. You got to fight somebody to see if some of this stuff can, because some things you can only do in practice mode.
Yeah, you can only
do that can only be done in practice mode and never in the heat of battle.
Yeah, because you need like the perfect situation. And in practice mode, even if you're
never gonna get that.
Even if you're setting the dummy to do a jump kick or whatever, you're still, waiting for the perfect, like the way the dummy is doing it. You're counting, you're watching, and then of course every character's jump is different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's going to be interesting. But you know what I'm saying? I know we've been vibing and talking on this for a minute. Going since you've been playing it for a second. For now, we got more Street Fighter 6 stuff coming, but for now, what's some final thoughts or I guess some initial thoughts on the demo, and then of course tell them where they can find you.
Initial thoughts on the demo. It's what it is. It's a demo. I recommend everybody just go to the practice mode and practice with Luke and Ryu. Not that that's going to be your main, but get to familiarize yourself with the game's mechanic, the parry system, the alpha parry, drive rush, all that stuff. You don't have to play with Ryu in June 2nd, but you got Luke and Ryu to just play around with to at least familiarize yourself with the game's mechanic. The game's mechanic for any fighting game is the meat and potatoes of whatever. If you're gonna learn how to play, you're gonna get good at Street Fighter 6. You gotta master the game's mechanics first. Yeah. First, before you practice a juggle combo, before you shoot a Hadouken fireball, before you do a hurricane kick on whoever you gonna do it on, go understand the mechanics. Alpha counter, drive rush, parry, alpha parry. Learn that first. Then once you get that understanding of, okay, how much meter does it cost to do a drive rush? How much meter does it cost to do whatever those things look like? Once you get that in your head, then go pick a character you want to learn how to play with and implement the game's mechanics along with your practice. Don't just practice a 3 or 4 hit combo juggle. Practice yourself drive rushing. Pop, 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 drive rush, pop, pop, pop. Because drive rush is just like V trigger in Street Fighter 5. Whereas you can attack somebody, hit the button for V trigger, it temporarily stops time and lets you continue with the attack. Drive rush is the same system, it's just not V trigger. It's drive rush, it's the green stuff. You can do it, you can, and you can, when you drive rush, you can backdash or forward dash directly after. You're still plus on block, and you can continue with whatever combo you started with. Or you can just use raw drive rush to close the distance, or to backdash. You got regular backdash, then you got drive rush backdash. Where it's like where the drive rush backdash is just because it stops time a little bit, allows you to escape stuff, or just kind of play footsies, trying to play distance with somebody. So implement the game's mechanics with the character that you're going to learn how to play with, and then you're going to have a good time. And y'all can find me at Open Mind, spell it with a Y, on Twitter, and Open Mind 82 on YouTube. For all things gaming, I'm going to be playing Street Fighter 6. I'm getting that PS5. Come June 2nd, I'm getting it on launch day. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to get on this joint.
Bruh, same here. So of course, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. I'm hyped for this. I'm ready for the clans. I'm ready for the old school retro stuff. I'm ready for running around the city like Shenmue. Like, matter of fact, because remember when Shenmue 2 like never came out, then it did come out like only in Japan or something. But anyway, I'm gonna be able to get all that stuff back. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to play this, even, competitively to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? There's a tournament that may be going on that I might enter. We'll see. But of course, from us to you until the next Drive Rush, into the next Drive Impact, into the next Alpha Counter or the Alpha Block or the Alpha Parry, this is from us to you saying peace.
Peace.